Now it's time for our regular segment, NHL Player Spotlight.
Rock solid in goal for the Chicago Blackhawks is Ed Belfour, who has appeared in the vast majority of the Blackhawks games since arriving for the 88-89 season. Last year, Belfour appeared in 70 of the Hawks' 84 games, posting a 2.67 goals against average, and he compiled 7 shutouts. Belfour won the Vezina Trophy as the NHL's outstanding goalie in both 1991 and 1993. He also was voted the Calder Trophy as the NHL's top rookie in 1991. In 74 games as a rookie, he won 43 to lead the league. A reflex goaltender who relies on his quickness, Belfour's crouch in the net is familiar to hockey fans in Chicago, as he is constantly ready to spring into action. Belfour plays an aggressive style and is unafraid to come out of the net. Belfour has also appeared in both the 1992 and 1993 All-Star games. Modano is the main man for the Dallas Stars. The 24-year-old rising star is big and strong at 6'3", 190 pounds. He was the first player selected in the 1988 entry draft taken by the Stars during their stay in Minnesota. Modano is a skilled offensive player with both a fine passing and scoring touch, and who takes a hit to make the play. He was a member of the NHL All-Rookie team in 1990, and he is a 2-time All-Star. Modano netted 50 goals in the 93-94 season, a career high. His 93 points in 93-94 matched his career high. He notched 8 goals and 12 assists during the 1990-91 Stanley Cup playoffs when the Stars went to the Stanley Cup final. Voted the Hart Trophy as the NHL's most valuable player for the 93-94 season, Sergei Fedorov is the first non-North American to capture the coveted honor. Another in a line of rising young stars in the NHL, the 25-year-old Fedorov also was named the winner of the Selke Trophy as the NHL's outstanding defensive player for the 93-94 season. Big and strong at 6'1", 200 pounds, Fedorov is also one of the fastest skaters in the NHL, and he combines his speed with a dazzling array of finesse skills. Fedorov scored 56 goals and compiled 64 assists in 82 games for the Red Wings back in 93-94, helping to pick up the scoring slack for the injured Steve Yzerman. He has a knack for scoring the big goals with 10 game winners, 13 power play goals, and 4 shorthanded markers last season. Fedorov is a 2-time NHL All-Star Game participant. Shanahan is one of the top power forwards in the NHL. Big and strong with a nose for the net, Shanahan loves to hit and plays a fearless game. He's tough to move at 6'3" and 215 pounds. Shanahan scored 51 goals in 92-93 and then 52 goals last season. His 102 points during the 93-94 campaign were a career high, as were his 211 penalty minutes. He signed with the St. Louis Blues as a free agent prior to the 91-92 season. The Devils received All-Star defenseman Scott Stevens as compensation. Shanahan holds the St. Louis team record for most goals and points in a season by a left wing. An alternate captain with the Blues, Shanahan played in the 1994 All-Star Game, scoring a goal at Madison Square Garden. Nicknamed the Cat for his lightning-fast reflexes, Felix Potvin is another in the NHL's young generation of stars. A member of the 1993 NHL All-Rookie team, the 24-year-old Potvin finished as a runner-up for the Calder Trophy as the league's top rookie. He posted a 2.50 goals against average, number 1 in the league as a rookie in the 92-93 season. Potvin was drafted by the Maple Leafs in the second round of the 1990 entry draft, and last season he stopped over 90% of the shots he faced, thanks to his outstanding quickness and analytical approach to the game. Potvin uses a butterfly style, and he has superb anticipation. Solani enjoyed a remarkable rookie season in 92-93, breaking the NHL record for most goals in a season by a rookie when he scored 76 to tie Buffalo's Alexander Mogilny for the NHL lead in goals scored. Combined with his 56 assists, Solani also owns the NHL record for most points in a season by a rookie with 132, breaking the record that was held by Peter Stastny. After his outstanding rookie campaign, he was named the winner of the Calder Trophy as the top rookie and a member of the NHL All-Rookie team. At 6 foot 191 pounds, Solani has proven he can excel in the more physical NHL game. But an Achilles tendon injury prevented him from bettering his rookie statistics. In 51 games, Solani scored 25 goals and came up with 29 assists for 54 points. His loss was one of the primary reasons why the Jets struggled last season. Another late-round gem going 166th overall to the Calgary Flames at the 1987 entry draft, Fleury has proven that not only can the little man play at the NHL level, but excel at it as well. The 5'6" 160-pounder has twice topped the 100-point barrier with a career-high 104 points on the strength of 51 goals and 53 assists. The pride in his defensive play was evidenced by his sharing of the plus-minus award with the LA Kings' Marty McSorley that same season. Both players sat atop the league at plus 48. Since winning the Stanley Cup in his rookie season of 1988-89, Fleury has developed into one of the league's marquee players, backing down from no one and adding an abrasive element to the current Flames roster. A two-time NHL All-Star, Fleury is counted on heavily to spark the fire that gets his teammates going. Ranford has been a rock of stability for the rebuilding Oilers, supplying steady goaltending and leadership in Edmonton for over 7 seasons. Still only 28 years old, the 5'10", 170-pound Ranford appeared in 71 games in the 93-94 campaign. He faced over 2,300 shots and stopped over 89% of those shots on goal. The Boston Bruins' second choice, 52nd overall in the 1985 entry draft, Ranford appeared in 45 regular season games for the Bruins before being traded to the Oilers in March of 1988, along with forward Jeff Courtnall for the veteran goaltender Andy Moog. Ranford backstopped Edmonton to Stanley Cup championships in 87-88 and again in 89-90. And he was awarded the Conn Smythe Trophy for his efforts with that 1990 club. Arguably the greatest player to ever skate in the NHL, Gretzky has revolutionized offensive hockey. He is a skilled and savvy playmaker with incredible vision on the ice. Gretzky won the Hart Trophy as the NHL's most valuable player 9 times, including 8 times in a row from 1980 through 1987. He has captured the Art Ross Trophy as the NHL's leading scorer 10 times, including last season when he topped the league in scoring with 130 points. His 92 assists also led the league. Gretzky was a member of 4 Stanley Cup championship teams with the Edmonton Oilers. He is entering his 6th year with the Los Angeles Kings. Gretzky has been a first-team NHL All-Star 8 times and a second-teamer an additional 4 times. He has played in 14 NHL All-Star games, and he has won the Lady Byng Trophy for sportsmanship 3 times. The diminutive Herbe enjoyed a breakthrough season in 1993-94. Only 5'8", 180 pounds, Herbe played like a giant in goal for the Sharks in the 93-94 season. He appeared in 74 games and had a sparkling 2.84 goals against average. Herbe was Soviet National League Rookie of the Year in 1988. He recorded the first shutout in Sharks history with a 6-0 blanking of the Los Angeles Kings in 1992. Arters represented San Jose in the 94 All-Star Game at Madison Square Garden in New York. He appeared in 14 games this last postseason, helping the upstart Sharks to a first-round upset over the Red Wings and coming within a crossbar of eliminating the Toronto Maple Leafs. Lightning on skates, the 5'10", 189-pound Russian Rocket is already one of the NHL's top players after only 3 seasons in the league. The 23-year-old is blessed with uncanny speed, agility, and puck-handling skills. Boré won the Calder Trophy as the NHL's best freshman for the 91-92 season. Pavel already holds several Vancouver team scoring records and has compiled back-to-back 60-goal seasons. He has made consecutive appearances in the 1993 and 1994 NHL All-Star Games. Boré was a catalyst in Vancouver's surprising run to the Stanley Cup Finals in 1994, where they took the New York Rangers to 7 games. Still only 23, Boré's best years are still ahead of him, much to the dismay of defensemen and goaltenders around the league. The 5'8", 172-pound Van Beesbroek gave the expansion Florida Panthers instant credibility and was a finalist for the Hart Trophy as the NHL's most valuable player. The 31-year-old goalie was acquired by Florida from Vancouver in the expansion draft back in June of '93. A first-team NHL All-Star in 1986, Van Beesbroek also won the Vezina Trophy for goaltending excellence. In 1986, Van Beesbroek won 31 of the 61 games he appeared in and compiled a 3.32 goals against average. John staged a triumphant return to New York's Madison Square Garden as a member of the Eastern Conference All-Star team in 1994, once again splitting playing time with current Rangers goalie Mike Richter. One of the NHL's top antagonists, the 6'1", 215-pound Lemieux, is both abrasive and talented. Claude was Montreal's second choice, the 26th overall in the 1983 entry draft. Lemieux was traded to the Devils by the Canadiens for forward Sylvain Turgeon on September 4, 1990. As a rookie, Lemieux won a Stanley Cup with Montreal in 1986. He appeared in Rendezvous 87 against the Soviet Union in Quebec City. Claude holds the New Jersey franchise record for shots in one game, 14 against Ottawa back in 1992. A quiet, unassuming star, the 6'1", 202-pound Turgeon is the main offensive weapon for the New York Islanders. The 25-year-old center was originally the Buffalo Sabres' first-round draft choice, the top player selected overall in the 1987 entry draft. The slick pivot came to the Islanders in the blockbuster Pat LaFontaine trade on October the 25th, 1991. Turgeon, the younger brother of Ottawa's Sylvain Turgeon, won the Lady Byng Trophy for gentlemanly play in 1993 and serves as the Islanders' captain. Turgeon has played in 3 NHL All-Star games. Pierre scored 58 goals in the 92-93 season and came up with 38 goals and 56 assists in 69 games for the Islanders in 1993-94. One of the sport's outstanding leaders, Messier helped the New York Rangers end a 54-year Stanley Cup drought with an inspired performance in the 1994 playoffs. Tough to handle in front of the net at 6'1", 205 pounds, Messier combines highly refined skills with bone-jarring toughness. Messier was a pivotal member of 5 Stanley Cup championship teams with the Oilers. He is widely credited for keeping the Oilers competitive after the 1988 trade of Wayne Gretzky to the Los Angeles Kings. Mark won the Conn Smythe Trophy as the playoffs' most valuable player in 1984. He's a 2-time winner of the Hart Memorial Trophy as the regular season's most valuable player. Mark is a 2-time winner of the Lester B. Pearson Award as the league's outstanding player, as voted by his peers in the NHL Players Association. He's appeared in 11 All-Star games. Mark Messier was captain of both the Oilers and the Rangers, and he's the first captain to lead 2 different teams to the Stanley Cup in the history of the NHL. A 6'4" standout, weighing in at 235 pounds, Lindros shoots from the right side. He was Quebec's top choice, the first overall in the 1991 entry draft, and was subsequently traded to the Philadelphia Flyers for a package of 6 players, 2 first-round picks, and cash back on June 30th, 1993. As a Canadian Olympian in 1992, Lindros scored a key goal to advance Team Canada to the medal round, where the team earned a silver medal. In 1993, Lindros made the NHL All-Rookie team, and in 1994, he appeared in the NHL All-Star Game. He is one of the Flyers' alternate captains. Eric scored 44 goals and 53 assists for 97 points in the 93-94 season. A human highlight film, Savard is one of the most gifted offensive players to ever appear in the NHL. During his prolific career, Savard has refined the spinorama into an art form. The 33-year-old veteran was the Chicago Blackhawks' first choice, the 3rd overall in the 1980 entry draft. He signed as a free agent with the Tampa Bay Lightning back in August of '93 after helping the Montreal Canadiens win the Stanley Cup, the first of his career. Dennis has had 5 100-point seasons in his career, has over 1,000 points lifetime, and 441 career goals. Savard was acquired from Chicago by Montreal in a blockbuster trade that featured all-star defenseman Chris Chelios back in June of 1990. The electrifying Savard has appeared in 6 NHL All-Star games. Another of the NHL's rising young stars, the 24-year-old Juno, is the offensive catalyst for the Washington Capitals. Juno stands 6 foot, 195 pounds. He was originally Boston's third choice, the 81st overall in the 1988 entry draft. The Bruins traded him to Washington for All-Star defenseman Al Iafrate back in March of '94. Juno excelled for Canada at the 1992 Winter Olympics, helping the Canadians to a silver medal. He holds the Bruins record for rookie scoring with 102 points during the 92-93 season. A 2-time finalist for the Hobey Baker Award as the top player in American college play, Juno also owns and flies his own airplane. Arguably the premier defenseman of his era, Bourque has won the Norris Trophy as the NHL's top defenseman 5 times and has been a first-team All-Star 10 times in his distinguished career. Strong, speedy, and tough at 5'11", 215 pounds, Bourque is one of the most popular athletes to ever play in Boston. Bourque won the Calder Trophy as the NHL Rookie of the Year in 1980. Last season, he edged New Jersey's Scott Stevens for the Norris Trophy, compiling 20 goals and 71 assists in 72 games, and he was a plus 26. A certain Hall of Famer, Bourque won the King Clancy Memorial Trophy in 1992. He has appeared in over 1,000 games and has accounted for more than 1,000 total points. Bourque has great vision on the ice and can anticipate the play far in advance. An accomplished point man on the power play, Bourque is equally at home in his own end of the ice and can spark the breakout at top speed. Ray Bourque is one of the top players of this or any other era in the NHL. A bargain coming with the 89th selection of the 1988 entry draft, Alexander Mogilny has become one of the top scorers in the NHL. In the 92-93 season, Mogilny tied for the NHL lead in goals scored with Winnipeg's Teemu Selanne, as both found the back of the net 76 times. Mogilny added another 51 assists to his point total that season to finish with 127 points overall. He suffered a broken leg in the 1993 playoffs that forced him to miss the start of the next season. He still rebounded to score 32 goals and 47 assists in 66 games for the Sabres. One of the fastest skaters in the NHL, Mogilny was the first Russian-born player to be named an NHL team captain as he stepped into a leadership role for the injured Pat LaFontaine. One of the NHL's rising young stars, Jeff Sanderson, is expected to help lead the Hartford Whalers back to the Stanley Cup playoffs in the near future. At 6 foot, 185 pounds, he has the size to stay in front of the net and the speed to command the offensive zone. The 91-92 season was Sanderson's first full campaign in the NHL, and he scored 13 goals and 18 assists. Sanderson blossomed as a second-year player, netting 46 goals and 43 assists in 82 games. In 1993-94, Sanderson was selected to play in the All-Star game and finished the regular season with 41 goals and 26 assists. Plus, he had 15 power play scores and 6 game-winning goals. Another in a long line of great goaltenders to play for the Montreal Canadiens, Waugh was the Habs' fourth choice, 51st overall at the 1984 entry draft, winning the Conn Smythe Trophy as MVP of the playoffs in the spring of 1986. Waugh quickly showed the Canadiens he could play under intense pressure in Stanley Cup action. A Montreal championship that year further cemented his position as their goaltender of the future. Waugh is a 6-time NHL All-Star, most recently in 1994 as a member of the winning Eastern Conference team. He has appeared in over 450 regular season games, keeping his goals against average under 3. Waugh was impenetrable during the Canadiens' run to the Stanley Cup in 92-93, again winning the Conn Smythe and having his name engraved on the Stanley Cup. In 20 postseason games in the spring of 1993, Waugh produced a stingy 2.13 goals against average and a record of 16-4. One of the most eagerly anticipated young players of recent years, Alexander Daig is expected to be the cornerstone on which the Ottawa Senators build their team. A fiery competitor, Daig became one of the Senators' most popular players soon after signing a record rookie contract. Combined with Alexei Yashin, Ottawa's top selection in 1992, the Senators boast 2 of the top young centers in the NHL. In his rookie season, Daig gained valuable experience, scoring 20 goals and 31 assists in 84 games. Quick, accurate, and smart with the puck, Daig faced the toughest checking from opponents last season and still emerged with a solid rookie year, with the promise of better things to come in the future. Stepping in to replace the scoring void left by Mario Lemieux's injury problems, Jaromir Jagr cemented his growing reputation as one of the NHL's most exciting players. Strong, fast, and durable at 6'2", 208 pounds, Jagr scored 32 goals and 67 assists in 80 games during the 93-94 season. He was named to the NHL All-Rookie team in 1991 after coming up with 27 goals and 30 assists. Jagr has been an NHL All-Star Game participant in 1992, 93, and 94. He scored a host of memorable goals during the Penguins' run to 2 straight Stanley Cup titles, doing it on speed, style, and tremendous agility, deking through numerous players to find the back of the net. Like Lemieux, Jagr is one of the most popular sports figures in Pittsburgh. He has shown steady improvement in his NHL career, with his point totals rising from 57 to 69 to 94 and finally to 99 last season. The top player selected in the 1985 entry draft, Wendell Clark, was involved in one of the biggest trades of the 1994 postseason when he was dealt from Toronto to Quebec. The Nordiques love his leadership qualities and scoring abilities. Big and tough, at 5'11", 194 pounds, the 28-year-old Clark was immensely popular in Toronto. He scored 46 goals and 30 assists in 64 games for the Leafs in the 93-94 season. Clark was named to the NHL All-Rookie team in 1986. However, injuries have limited his ability to reach his full potential, but the hard-hitting Clark is deadly when on top of his game.